But welcome, guys. Thank you so much again for listening to QFM Podcast Quest for Meaning. You got your main man gift, and we got
Kenny J. What's good?
Thank you for listening. Please follow us, and we got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I am Grace. I'm here today to speak on. What are we speaking on today? What do we want to call it?
So the biggest thing really is just based off of like our previous conversations, right? And this is just mainly a trend not only in dating, but just all over is just like motherhood in general. So I think that you could provide a good perspective on that because you're going through it now, right?
Yeah,
and so
absolutely.
that is what's your quest for meaning of motherhood, right?
Ooh.
So answer that question.
What is say it again, I'm sorry.
Your quest for meaning for motherhood. Like what's your meaning behind it and what's your overall quest finding that?
I will say my meaning behind it right now is just providing that unconditional love, regardless of what we have going on around us in the world. Him and I are here. We're together. I'm here for him. I support him. He helps me. He supports me. We uplift each other. And it's just that unconditional love that everyone needs, you know? And sometimes you think you may know, like going through life, like I'm 31 years old. So like going through life, you think you meet people along your way that you're going to get that unconditional love from. There's no other love like the love of your child.
Absolutely.
Right.
That is unconditional.
So it's more of like both in a sense. Like I remember Denzel Washington, he said, your first love is not the girlfriend you meet, it's your mom, right? So it's like, because that love is never replaceable.
And it's so true. Like he thinks he's my man.
Right.
He really does. He thinks he's my, Mommy, where are you going? Mommy, wait for me. Mommy, but you didn't get me this. Mommy, you went without me. Like he thinks he's my man.
Right.
Or if I have on like this shirt I had on today or whatever, this outfit, he kept pulling up my shirt. He'll pull down my shorts. He'll zip up my jacket. If I have on a crop top, he's pulling it down. He really thinks he's my man. Yeah. So he loves me and he's obsessed with me. Like he is stuck to me like glue. If he could get in my skin, he would.
Right.
He definitely would, especially right now with the dynamic that we have with me being not the secondary parent and his dad being the primary parent. When he gets with me, he's like my shadow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm shocked that he wanted to sit over there for now.
Right.
And I don't know how long that's going to last.
Right. So I was going to say as well, just on your path, like where did that start? Like, I guess like, of course, you don't have to get too deep into it, but like, when did you realize like, wow, I'm going to be a mom? Tell me about that.
Okay, so it was 2020. It was 2020. They were talking about COVID. People were getting sick. Are they going to do vaccines? Is the world going to shut down? And at this time, I think it was my second year teaching. It was my
taught?
Yeah, I used to be a teacher.
Okay.
I used to be a high school teacher, and I taught food and nutrition 1 and 2. I taught interior design 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so high school kids too.
Yep.
High school level, you know what I mean? So I had my first year, it was insane. My second year was a little easier because they didn't do the AB day. Have y'all ever heard of AB days? I hate them.
Well, for us in New York, it was even an odd day.
Okay.
It wasn't A and B day. That
but it's kind of
confused me.
similar.
Yeah.
Like on odd day you have these classes, and on even day you have these classes. Well, that's how AB was. So my first year was insane. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I want to invest in this, because in the state of North Carolina, you can teach for 3 years without a teaching license.
Right.
So it was just kind of one of those things. I graduated. The job market was hard. I found the teaching job. They gave me a chance, and they were like, if you want to get your teaching license, we'll help you do that along the way. First year, I was like, I'm not getting my teaching license. I'm not doing it. AB day was crazy. I had too many kids. It was like 24-1. It's 24 kids and me.
Yeah.
Like, no. So then my second year, I was there. I was teaching the same classes. It wasn't AB day. I only had four blocks, and one was planning. So I was like, oh, this is a breeze. This is easy. I was teaching food and nutrition. His dad was coaching nearby. He was doing basketball coaching for a college. And we would meet up during my planning period. We would have lunch. We would just hang out, do things, and then I would go back to work, and that's just what our relationship was. We would meet up, hang out, or even after work, he'd already be at my place, whatever. So we were doing that for a while, and then boom, I popped up pregnant. I knew something was up because I kept throwing up. Like, I just kept throwing up, and I was like, oh my God, something's wrong, but you know, I'm regular. I'm getting my monthly, like, what's going on? I call, mind you, it's mid-COVID crazy.
Yeah.
I call and make an appointment, and they're like, yeah, we can't see you until the end of the month. So it wasn't until the end of March. And mind you, the symptoms started end of February. So I didn't get to a doctor until end of March. I get there and I tell the lady, I'm like, look, I don't know what's going on. I just want to get a routine checkup, maybe a physical or something, just to figure it out. Of course, in a physical, they do a pregnancy test. So I'm sitting there just waiting for, like, they drew blood, they did everything. I'm sitting there waiting for, like, them to pull me to the back room. She's pulling me to the back room, and we get right into the, you know, your room. And I sit down, and she was like, oh, girl, you're just pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, my whole world came crashing down. I'm like, I was like, ma'am, is that how you usually tell people these types of results? Because you just, not only are we going through a pandemic, you just made my whole world come crashing down. Like, I am not prepared for this. And she's like, well, yeah, we can take you to the other room and do a ultrasound, but you're so early on. We're thinking you're about, like, maybe 6 or 7 weeks. So, and they do it based off of your last period. So, yeah, all that happened. We did the ultrasound. I was like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because of the situation, I didn't want to get attached. So I didn't want to see it. And she was like, okay, well, don't worry. Well, I'll make sure to tell the ultrasound tech not to let you see it. We get in there. There's a screen just like this, maybe even bigger.
Yeah.
And she puts it on the screen. And it looks like a little, like, rubber chicken up there. And I was like, great.
Right.
Like, I can see it. I see the heartbeat. What am I supposed to do now? Like, I know what's going on. So I leave the office. Mind you, I'm there by myself. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing.
Right.
I leave the office and I go to my sister's house. I'm like, I'm just going to distract my mind for a little bit. I'm going to go to my sister's, get to my sister's house. I walk in the door and literally tears just start rolling down my face. She's like, oh my God, what's wrong? Because at that point, like, I had just started freaking out and I couldn't contain myself. And I just start crying and she's like, you're pregnant, aren't you? She already had 2 kids. So, like, she knew. She was like, you're pregnant, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. Like, crying my eyes out. And she's like, we'll figure it out. Whatever you want to do, I support you. And all the things. And that's when I was like, okay, I immediately left her house. And that's in Greensboro. And I'm from Sanford. And my mom lives in Sanford still. So I went all the way back to Sanford that same day. Drove all the way. I can't hold water. I can't. I drove all the way back to Sanford and I went in my mom's office and I was like, I have something to tell you. And I straight up told her. And she was jumping for joy. Not really, but she was like, wait, who's is it? And I was like, had to explain to her the whole situation. I'm really open and honest with my mom. And she was like, okay, well, you know. And this kind of drifts off to one of the questions you had told me we were going to talk about today. Like, what has driven my way of motherhood in comparison to what I experienced as a child.
Right.
I come from a family of strong women. We're a majority women. And most of us are either single, divorced, or some of them are, on my mom's side, some of them are still married. So she was kind of like, look, this is what you can do. Like, you can tell him, and if he doesn't want anything to do with it, well, she worked at social services. So she was like, I can get you to who you need to get to to, if he wants to sign over his rights, he can
Right.
sign over his rights. And like I said, I come from a strong line of women. So when she told me that, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's my mind, it's my body, it's my choice. I am going to give him the opportunity, and I'm going to tell him about it. But I also had that in my mind, like, it's my body, it's my choice. Like, I don't have to give him the option of telling me, like, get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people that, like, before I even start dating you or messing with you or any of those things, I'm straight up, I don't do abortions. I've seen so many, I've taken my friends to some, like, I'm just not, I don't think I am mentally capable of going through something like that. So I tell people that straight up. So when I let him know, he was like, no, we need to have a conversation. We need to talk, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, there's nothing to talk about. Because to me, if you want to have a conversation, I'm already thinking I know what you want to tell me, you know? Like, we're not together. We ended up with this situation.
Yeah.
I kind of made an assumption that that's the conversation he wanted to have with me, was to have an abortion. So, and that's, I mean, I don't know. I was probably wrong for doing that. I'll take the responsibility for that. But I kind of was just like, there's nothing to talk about.
You kind of felt like you was alone at that point. So it's like, hey, it's whatever. I already know what I want to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, there's nothing to talk about. I was like, there's nothing to talk about. Here are your options. You can be in the child's life, or you can sign over your rights. So you let me know what you want to do. The ball's in your court. And that's how that was left, like that.
How did he feel about it? Like, what was his take on it?
He wasn't
Yeah,
too
'cause I'm
happy about that. Like, I can tell. I mean, it was through text. Like, I was trying to have a phone conversation and tell him, because mind you, I was in Sanford and he was out here in Raleigh, I believe, at that time. And yeah, I don't think we communicated very well with that whole situation. And I'll take full responsibility to say that it was probably my fault and how strong I came in with it. Like, I probably should have been like, hey, you know, what do you think? Or do. I didn't do anything like that. I was like, it's either this or that. And that's it. And that's it. I don't have nothing else to say.
Right.
Nothing else to say.
Okay. Because, like, coming from, you know, that perspective, I'm like, dang, you just gave me two options, and either way, I have no control over it.
Yeah.
So, ooh, I mean, do you have
And I
any-
know that's probably really tough for a man. Like,
Right.
y'all can speak on that perspective of things.
I can't, I mean, I'm not a father, so I can't.
Okay,
So,
but if somebody gave you an ultimatum like that, like, it's either this or that.
I would at least want, like, the girl that I'm seeing to at least come to me and have a discussion about it. Like,
Yeah.
I understand your take on the abortion thing, and I'm the same way too. Like, I would want to, like, at least have her to keep the kid. Now, if she wants to get the abortion, that's her choice, you know, because it's her body. But, like, I would hate for her to, like, go behind my back, do the abortion, and then have her tell me about it. It's just like, dang, like, I thought we was like a unit. I thought
Yeah.
we was like, even though if we had just like a one night stand or something, I feel
Right.
like the man should at least have the right to know.
to know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I take full responsibility for probably robbing him of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
was
pretty
deep.
strong. I mean,
Yeah. I'm like,
no, I
I'm
mean,
trying
that's
to
pretty
put
strong.
myself
Like,
in.
not many people do, like, fess up and say, like, hey, you know, this is my fault. I do take accountability for that. So, you know, that's props
Yeah,
to you.
I mean, that's taken me a long way to get here, though.
Yeah.
Right. That's the path.
Absolutely.
And I also do understand too, like, I think that, like, I mean, I don't know, like, this wasn't a relationship type thing. So
Right.
I could see that as well. Now, if he was in a relationship, you need to tell me.
Yeah.
But if we wasn't, then it's like, what's the point on telling you if it was only a one night thing? You know, I don't know you like that. So it's like, I could see both perspectives. So, in that end,
I'm sorry.
you're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're
Go for
good.
it.
You're good.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kenny J. I'm one half of the QFM podcast. If you made it this far to the video, I just wanted to say welcome. While you're here, you might as well go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then on top of that, just go ahead and share it to a friend, family member, like grandmother or whatever. We want to get this channel to grow, and we have goals. So if you want to go ahead and support us with the channel, you might as well just help us out. It'll definitely go a long way. All right, y'all. Now back to the video.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
you're good. You're good.
And then also, I was gonna say,
Oh, keep it. It's okay. Keep it.
so I would say with that, once you got your son and stuff like that, how was your mental health?
That is probably one of the most difficult things when you become a mom is your mental health. I mean, because there's just so many changes going on. You have your hormonal changes, you have changes in your mentality, you have changes in your physical appearance, you have changes in your appetite, you have changes in so many ways, and your body's just changing.
Right.
The whole time. Every part of you is just changing. So that was something I struggled with a lot. And I remember my first appointment after having him, they make you take this stupid little survey. They tell you, oh, it's just, it's just some before appointment, pre-visit questions that we want you to answer and answer them honestly. So they start off as have you had any XYZ symptoms? And then they'll start asking you questions about your mental health.
Yeah.
But in a way that you're not even realizing that they're technically kind of doing the pre-assessment to see if you have postpartum depression.
Right.
So you're just answering the questions, and I remember I read one and it was like, do you sometimes just feel sad out of nowhere? And I was like, I felt sad driving to this appointment and I really don't know why. And so I put yes. And so, and then there was another one. It was just like, have you ever felt like harming yourself or anyone else? And I was like, no, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. So I put no. And then so when I went in there, I don't know how many questions it was, but they were along the lines of things like that. Do you lose your appetite sometimes when you're sad and things like that? And I'm like, no, there was another one. It was like, do you eat more when you're sad? And that was kind of my thing. I would eat more when I was sad. So once you get in there, they're like, yeah, so we think you have a little bit of postpartum depression. And your options are, we can provide you with some numbers to get some therapy, or we can put you on medication. And I'm like, I'm not big on medication. I will thug out a headache. I will thug out anything unless I absolutely just cannot. So I was just kind of like, I think I'm going to take the numbers and I'll try out the therapy because I don't want the medication. And so I called a few of the places and they do a pre-screening and you get to meet the therapist and things of that nature. And I was like, none of these are my therapists. I don't feel any type of this is going to be the one that's going to help me. I was like, all these people, none of them, I can't. And then I remember I was just like, I've been really down lately, just sad because it's just me and the baby majority of the time. His dad traveled a lot with the coaching thing. We were cohabitating. And that happened shortly after the gender reveal. So before he even came, we were already cohabitating. So he was out on the road all the time, collegiate level, they're traveling, and sometimes it's far. So I was there alone a lot of the time, and I was just like, even when he was a newborn, I was just like this, I just find myself crying a lot. So I was like, let me go to a therapist. And so I tried a therapist, and he was just like, anytime I would tell him, things about how I feel and how I would correct them, how I would correct myself, he's like, well, it seems like you have it all figured out. And I was like, are you saying that to be funny? Or are you serious? And he was like, you have good practices to manage your stress and your sadness as it is. He was like, I don't want you to keep wasting your money. And I was just like, yeah, this is not the therapist for me either. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have not tried therapy since. I haven't
Don't
tried
you
it
think
since.
what he said was a good thing, though?
I do think it's a good thing, but I don't think that all of my mechanisms of, like, I'm really good at processing things and talking things out. But I need that channel to be able to talk it out.
Right.
Like, if I can't tell everybody what I feel. They might be concerned, or some, like, some of your friends are like, girl, I don't want to hear about that no more. Like, you done taught my head about this so many times. I don't want to hear that anymore. And so, that's what your therapist is there for. I should be able to talk to you about the same thing 5 times, and you should be able to help me. That's how I feel like it should work. Or you should give me ways to stop being able to talk about that. You know what I mean? And get over that. And when that man, I was like, oh, so clearly, I was like, I'm not doing therapy again. I'm not. And I haven't. And I haven't. But I do process things. I'll talk it out with a friend that I know I can trust, or my mom, or my older sister. I'm the youngest of 3, so my oldest sister is probably one that I feel like I can tell her, like, listen, I'm going to talk to you about this. It took us a long time to get here too, me and my sister, but sometimes I'm like, I'm going to talk to you and I need a solution or some options, right?
Right.
And sometimes I have to tell her, listen, I'm just venting. I don't need you to figure out how to fix it.
Me and my brother do the same
I just need to get it off
thing.
because sometimes if I'm just trying to get it off and she's giving me, she's like, well, she gets overwhelmed with, like, trying to figure out solutions, and I'm like, I don't need you to fix it.
Right.
I just need you to hear me out because I don't know who else to talk to about this, or, like, how I'm going to get this off.
Right.
So I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I do a lot of that, and I'm very grateful for my close friends that I have right now and my sisters. And even his father, there's some times where, like, I may need to talk about a friend, or I may need to talk about a situation with my sister that I don't feel comfortable talking to anybody else about it. I can talk. I know I can talk to him.
Right.
And he'll hear me out.
Yeah, that's a lot. Because, like, me and my brother, we do the same exact thing. Like, there'll be times where I talk about work, and he be trying to give me solutions. I'm like, Dom, be quiet. Just let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. And I'm like, bro, all right, I'll call you back later.
Because I'm not even going to quit. I just need to talk about this.
Right. And
like,
so,
I'm not getting fired or anything crazy. Just listen.
Right. And then he called back. He was like, my bad, bro. I know you just whatever. I'm like, it's all right. Because I get what he's trying to say. It's just not right now.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't need to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that right now.
And then also with that, do you have any questions?
Oh, no. I'm just
sorry.
taking
I
that.
talk a lot too.
No,
you're good.
I'm good.
So also, like, with that, do you have a good balance with, like, work and also, like, just you in general? Do you think you have that?
As of recently, it's gotten a little bit better.
Okay.
I'm no longer working doing bartending nightlife right now. I'm taking a break from that. I feel like that contributed to my mental health. Like, I felt like I was on go all the time. And I felt myself, like, burning out emotionally, physically, and then, having to be a mom too, especially right now. Like, I get him every other weekend, so I wouldn't work nights the weekends that I would have him, but sometimes they would still put me on schedule. And so then I'm scrambling to find childcare because, mind you, his dad, the primary parent, is like, this is my 1 weekend free. Like, you can figure it out.
Right.
And I don't blame him, but it's just like, out here in Raleigh, I have my sister and a couple close friends, and he has his whole family. So sometimes I would be reaching out to his family members like, listen, I got put on schedule, and they're more than welcome to help. I just feel a little weird myself, like, reaching out to them, but I got over that. Like, they let me know, like, you don't need to feel that.
Right.
We're here for you, just like we're here for him. We're here for Anais overall, So work-life balance and being a secondary mom right now, I say right now because we're going to go 50-50 eventually, but right now we're doing every other weekend. So it was tough trying to work nights, waking up in the morning, still making pancakes, still, getting him dressed. He's a sports guy. He's an athlete. He is on go. all the time. Like if I'm not burning out his energy, he's bouncing off the walls, jumping off of stuff in the house. Like, like, so I have to get him active, get him going, and it's all day. It's not like he used to take naps. He don't take naps no more. It's like nonstop. So that I was burning out very quickly, and I was like, there was one point where my friend was like, I'm very concerned about you, because like the one day I would have off would be Sunday nights, and I would go out every Sunday night, and I would get blackout drunk, like just blackout. And she's like, how did you get home last night? And I was like, I don't even know how I got home last night. I don't know, because that was like the one day I had to just
do whatever you want.
Do whatever I want, release, drink, whatever. And yeah, I would go all out. There were times where I literally was like, I don't know how I made it home. And so once that started to become like a thing, I was like, okay, I need to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
I need to pump the brakes. I need to, if I'm going to work, I'm just going to go to work and go home. There is no after spot, because Raleigh loved to have a little after spot, and guess who used to pull up? Me. I used to be there, okay? So I kind of
after spots be crazy.
Yeah, I started toning it down, and then eventually, life happened, and I no longer was bartending. And so now I've slowed down, and then I had the vacation, and I feel so much better mentally, physically, and like even when I'm with him, like I'm gonna go with him too. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? What do you want to do today?
Yeah.
Let's do it. When before I was like dragging like.
You just had to adapt. You had to catch up. That's what it seems like to me. You had to catch up. So.
Yeah.
And what are those like outlets that you do to like make sure that you're preventing from being burnt out and just having that balance?
A lot of it is just literally sometimes I just need to do nothing.
Yeah.
Like put away my phone. I don't turn on the TV. I just lay down and do nothing. Because I'm just so used to always doing something. There's times where I just literally need to just lay there and do nothing. And if I fall asleep, great. I get a nap. I get re-energized and all the things. And sometimes I literally just have to make myself do nothing, because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
No, that's so true, because it's like I feel that these past couple months I've just been on go mode, and that's so true of just like sitting down or just like laying in bed, just not doing nothing. Because like it's weird, because you hear a lot of noise just going out throughout the day. When I come home and like nothing is on, it feels weird. Like there's no noise, there's
and
like nothing happening.
Do you get anxiety from it? Sometimes I get a little anxious from it, and I have to literally like do breathing techniques to just like
it's like
calm
what's
myself
going on?
down.
Like why is it so quiet? But it's like, no, I just need to just chill out.
I need to just turn everything off and just chill. And I also too, like Monday through Sunday, I have at 10 p.m., which is still kind of late, but at 10 p.m. my phone goes on do not disturb.
Yeah.
And that is just me time. Like I can do my skincare, I can take a bath, I can cook, clean, whatever. Not at 10 p.m., but by then I probably already have that done. Or I can just watch my favorite show, or I can doom scroll if I want to. But a lot of times I don't even want to do that, because that doesn't quiet it up here. And sometimes I just need this to be quiet.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how y'all, like, I'm just chill, bro. Like, when people be like, oh, how do you, like, are you just on go all the time?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more like, if I'm at home, I'm chilling. I can get on the game. I could just relax, take a little nap. I don't, look.
I had to learn how to redo that.
Yeah.
Because it was just so much stuff going on at the same time, where it's like I forgot that when I go home, I need to just relax. And one of my outlets is like listening to jazz music, or like putting on some stuff in the background just to relax my brain.
Right.
I even recently I started putting on classical music.
You know you should listen to Flying Lotus.
Flying Lotus. Okay.
Listen to Flying Lotus.
I can't do, if I'm trying to like literally quiet my mind, I have to put on like ocean sounds.
Ocean sounds.
Or rain sounds. If I want to just like calm myself and just like be in tune with myself, I put on music. Like I'll put on R&B or whatever emotion I'm feeling that day. I'm gonna put some music on that I know is gonna speak to that, and I sing my little heart out. Like I love that iTunes has the little karaoke thing. And I have the Apple TV thing, so I can put it on my TV and I just be singing my little heart out at home.
Mine has to be like instrumental, like noir jazz or the classical music. I really like John Sebastian Bach because he has this instrument called the cello, right? And there's certain notes that he plays on there. There's like a study behind it where it relaxes your brain to the point where it's almost like you're in a coma, but you're still aware.
Oh, I need you to send that to me.
I got
that. I need that. I need to experience that.
That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. I need that because sometimes I just need to sit still in the calm, in the quiet, and slow all of this up here down.
Right. And so to kind of make it less serious and a little bit more like a little bit more like drama-ish, not too much. So the only thing with like being a motherhood is, of course, you're not going to really have a lot of time, right? So now into the dating world, how is that for you?
I will say in the very beginning, I always gave myself this rule of thumb, like my son is not meeting anyone. You're fine. My son is not meeting anyone until I have been with them committed for a year.
Okay.
My son is 5 years old. He has yet to meet anyone I have dated. He hasn't met anyone yet. I'm really big on like that is my world.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's mine. Like you don't get access to that until you have shown me you are worthy of that side of me.
Right.
So, he hasn't met anyone yet. I have dated, there was one guy, I thought eventually he was going to show me that, like, he wanted to become a part of that. But, unfortunately, it was all a facade. And, of course, it broke my heart. But at the end of the day, it's just, like, I know that if he couldn't do for me and, you know, speak to me emotionally, mentally, and not just physically, then he would never be able to do anything for my son. So it was hard, but, you know, I dealt with it. And it's also hard to date in general, whether you're the full-time parent, especially when you're the full-time parent, like the primary parent. I only had every other weekend. So, like, I'm with him like 13, 14 days straight, not 13, maybe 12 days straight. I'm with him 12 days straight, and then I get 2 days to myself, 2.5 days to myself. If you're not available those 2.5 days, or if you can't fit anything in within those 2.5 days, then we're just not going to work because you're never going to see me.
Right.
Yeah. You're never going to see me. We're never going to go on a date. We're never going to be able to do anything. And then even now that I have so much more freedom because, you know, he is with his dad primarily, it's just like, y'all ain't even worth my time.
Right.
Y'all not even worth my time. You can't even take me out on a date on the days I don't have him. And then, of course, you want to try to take me out on a date the day I do have him. And if you think I'm about to go drop him off somewhere, you're sadly mistaken because I'm not. This is my time with him. You're going to either respect it or you're not.
Right.
Like, there is no, get a sitter. They love to be like, I'll pay for a babysitter. You're not the one for me.
Right.
You're not the one for me if you're trying to get me to split my time that I have with him that's already
with your son though, like not even like with your son, like you know how much of a simp you gotta be to be like, hey, I pay for your babysitter. Like bro,
come on now.
Spend time with your son. Call me when you're available. Like that's weird.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on, but right now I'm just kind of like sticking to myself. I tried to date. I tried. And I haven't been successful, and I'm kind of following that whole stop looking for it, it'll find you kind of thing.
Right.
And I'm just like, is it going to find me?
Right.
Is it going to find me? I don't know, but, you know, it's all, for me, it's all at God's speed, and I'm trying to be more in tune with that whole side of, and healing myself, because I went through a lot, like emotionally and physically, that like I'm just now starting to get my confidence back. That's another thing with the whole like mental health and all of that. Your confidence sometimes, you know, depending on you, right? For me, I went from being 124 pounds to 190 at the end of my pregnancy. And then even after giving birth to him, I was around like 150. And then over time, it kept coming down. Now I'm like at 134 and I'm like, okay, I like this. I can get my groove back now. Like I like how I look and it doesn't look bad. And you know, if they don't appreciate my body that bared a child, then they're not for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that took a long time to understand though, because the insecurities for me were huge. Like I had so much I was so insecure with myself that I would get social anxiety that I wouldn't even want to go anywhere. I wouldn't want to be seen. I didn't want people to see me. So like for the first 4 years of his life, I would step out every now and again, but I'd be like, who's going to be there? And if it was people I felt like would judge me or whatever, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go.
I was going to say as well as in that regard, just going into like that as well, that's a lot. Because like you're just changing your world changes, right?
Yeah.
And so everything that like your mental, right? Your physical, your mental, spiritual, all that is affected by this one thing that it comes up as your child.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's it's hard because as men, we don't understand that.
Yeah.
So it's like, we can impregnate somebody. We good. We go to the next, right?
Yeah, we're good. Like, you guys stay the same.
Right. So
some men do experience symptoms, though.
Some of them, that's why a lot of them gain weight.
They gain weight or they have, like, cravings and stuff. Like, I will say his dad probably had cravings. And I had bare minimum cravings, but he used to crave like the craziest things. And we didn't, at that time, we weren't even living together. So it was just like, that's really strange that stuff like that can happen.
Right.
But it's really just like a mental thing, I feel like, because he knew this was coming. So he started having like these weird cravings.
It's like a beer hibernation. Like literally, like a lot of fathers, their bellies get fat because they trying to store whatever fat because they know they're not going to be eating for a while with that kid. I mean, but like the main focus is the kid. So they got to prepare for that in any way possible. So.
But he was active all the time. So with being coaching and running. Yes, baby. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'll be right back.
And so I was going to say, what advice would you give to someone who is experiencing whatever you're experiencing right now?
I would say it's not that deep.
Okay.
That's something I wish I would have heard or understood a lot sooner. Like, it's not that deep. There is no book. There is no right or wrong way. I mean, yes, there are wrong ways, clearly. But, this is all made up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody acts like there's these strict rules that you have to follow or you have to do when you're becoming a mom or becoming a parent or in a relationship. No, you tailor your life to what fits you. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm going with the flow. I'm realizing that life is too short and it's not that deep. Like, it could be the worst day of my life, but I still have that little boy that loves me.
Wow.
He could have broken my heart, but I still have my son who loves me. Like, how
your son's love is never replaceable.
It's not. Like, how could I ever feel empty? Like, my cup is always full. So also looking at the glass half full instead of empty is another thing that I would say you should do. Yeah.
Dang.
Good.
That was deep.
That.
That was deep for something that's not supposed to be deep. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Letting me yap on here.
No, you did good. You did good.
Thank you.
You did
You gotta
good.
share your perspectives.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to QFM Podcast. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.
We out, Chief.